Happy December, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Two Chicks, Three Seats. We're in the holiday season now, so congratulations, we made it this far. And hopefully, all of you listening right now have booked up event calendars for the month of December, full of customers who weren't able to celebrate together last year, so they're going all out this year for holidays of 2021. And if that isn't the case for you quite yet, there's still time, and maybe you do have some extra room in your event calendar, then this episode today is going to be useful for you. We're going to give you some ideas about how you can drive last minute holiday events for the rest of December and into the new year, January, February. People are doing everything different this year, so there's still lots of time and opportunity for more events on your holiday calendar. And let's get those sales. So you want to kick us off, Kate?
Yeah. All right, let's start by talking about one of the easiest and cheapest ways to get leads, email marketing, one of my favorite things. So I'm sure most of you have been sending holiday promotional emails since the start of fall, but I do have a few suggestions for your final email pushes to get you over that finish line and to get you in the red before 2022, which is the most important, or maybe like right after 2021 into 2022. So the first tip is to keep your emails clear and concise. And I can't count the number of times I've opened a promotional email, especially from restaurants, and closed it before I got through the entire message, most likely like missing vital pieces of information or the actual promotion they're even offering. So being too wordy or too redundant can cause your customers to have the same reaction that I do when I open those emails. It's annoying. It's like you open and you're like, oh, cute. And then you're like, no, like too much, and just close it. And then, like too many photos can have that same effect. So that email may look really pretty in whatever software you're creating it in, but once you put that email in Gmail or wherever you're sending it from, and it gets to your customers and they open it in their Gmail account or their Yahoo account, or God forbid, their AOL account, it's going to take probably like the rest of the holiday season just for it to load. So too many photos or too many paragraphs can cause your main message to get lost. And that's obviously a big problem. So remember that. A great example of a customer that did this well was Red Stick Social. They used their holiday marketing emails to get straight to the point with one picture and a message that quickly highlighted their venue, what they were offering. And it literally said, click the link below to complete your private event form. So, and then under that message was a large CTA button that literally said, book your event. So it couldn't get more clear and concise. And of course, that link led them to their Tripleseat inquiry form, or their lead form, as we call it. Even better than this, and I know they don't currently use it, but if they use Tripleseat Direct, that would be even better, because where it says book your event, the customer would click and it would literally bring them to a page where they could book their event. So even better than a lead is just to get them to book their event right then and there, pay their deposit. Everything's great. Everyone's happy. Everyone's making money, making moves. So that's just one example that, worked really well that we saw from our customers. Hill Country was another customer of ours that used their holiday email to promote their seasonal catering specials. And while the email gets straight to the point as well of quickly explaining their catering options, there's also a clickable section at the footer of the email where they mention holiday parties at their on-site location. So they still kept it short and sweet, but they were able to highlight more than just one offering. So their email was about catering, but they also mentioned their on-site events at the bottom of the email in a space that's usually, unused real estate. So I thought that was a smart idea. So you don't have to like go on and on and on about everything you're offering, talk about one specific thing, and then quickly, mention something else at the bottom. So our second tip is to offer your customers something in return for booking their on-site event or catering with you this holiday season. We saw a ton of emails come in offering special promotions to people who booked before the end of November, which is obviously not going to work now because it's December, but you could use these same perks to fill up gaps on your event calendar. So let's say you don't have any events on Tuesdays throughout the month of December. You could offer a perk to customers who book their event on site on a Tuesday in December. Or you could offer perks to customers who book their holiday event or catering with you in January. So this will give you the opportunity to fill up a month on your event calendar that is normally pretty low, or slow rather, with events and catering. And we're actually doing that at Tripleseat. We're having our holiday event in January. So, we're booking an event on site, and, that place probably didn't have a lot of events going on in January. And it's also a great way to avoid the crowds of the holiday season, and to maybe also avoid catching COVID during the holiday season. Not that we're expecting to catch COVID either way, but you know what I mean. So, some perk examples, our customer Fogo de Chao in Dallas comes in at the top, I think. So they offered a $25 gift certificate to each guest of holiday events that were booked before the end of November. So you could do that. Like we said, if you need to fill up Tuesdays, or you need to fill up whatever, a time slot, even one time slot, throw out an email blast that says if you book your event on Wednesday, this date between these hours, and, here's a big perk or whatever. And then other ideas, like simple promotion ideas, could be an upgrade bar package, complimentary champagne toast, a percentage or a discount on the total event. There's a million things you could do, offer people to get them to buy gift cards. There's actually, this isn't a restaurant, but there's a nail salon that I go to whenever I can get my nails done. It doesn't happen as frequently as I'd like it to. But during the holiday season, they offer a $25 gift card to anyone who purchases a $100 gift card. So I do it literally for myself because I'm like, well, now I have $125 when I only spent $100. And I think this works the same with restaurants.
Right.
Lots of restaurants do that just with gift card purchases, but you could do it for events as well. And then my third tip goes along kind of with the first tip, which is make it visually appealing without overdoing it. So, and I think honestly, visually appealing, of course, we think of the body of the email, but it doesn't start with the body of the email. It starts with the subject line for sure. So you want to make that subject line catchy and, make it funny, make it, anything that you can say to make them open that email, to choose your email over the hundreds of other promotional emails that are piled up in their inbox is really important. And this is obviously easier said than done, but trial and error. I try to be some of the email subject lines that I use at work are ridiculous. They don't even have anything to do with the email, but it gets people to open the email. And then once they're there, they're like, oh, maybe I'll read the rest of the message, as long as the message is short.
Right. Hey, I'll give props to the businesses that get creative in the subject line enough to open my attention to get the email. So there's a lot of power behind that subject line, obviously.
There is. And honestly, working in marketing and actually being the one to come up with these prospecting email campaigns for Tripleseat and subject lines, I love a good subject line because they're hard to get or to accomplish, and it's sometimes I laugh. Sometimes I sometimes open emails knowing full and well that I'm not going to purchase the product, but the subject line was so good that I was like, let's just give them a chance because that's great, So I think it's different. Obviously, I'm selling we're not expensive, but a much more expensive product than a holiday event. So I think it might be easier when you're working restaurants and it's a business to a customer rather than business to business type prospecting. So try anything, just go for it, and if it fails, whatever, try something different. And then once they choose your email, so you got the subject line, they open your email, you better make certain it's visually appealing on the inside as well. So like I said before, stay away from overloading with lots of images or paragraphs, paragraphs upon paragraphs of text. It's just not a good idea. And then one great example that we saw was from our customer, Eddie Merlot's, and their holiday email shows a bottle of champagne being poured into a glass as the main background. And there's also holiday greenery scattered throughout in a way that still feels classy without being overpowering. And what they were offering was clearly stated. It was short, it was sweet, got to the point. And of course, as I'm talking about this, we're not saying you create these beautifully crafted emails in Gmail, right from Gmail. It's not going to work that great. You can't really do it. So you have to create that image somewhere else and then put it into whatever email, provider you use. So we use Canva at Tripleseat, and I love canva.com. It's great. And there's a lot of free options. So you don't necessarily have to have a business account to create something beautiful, but there are upgraded accounts and they're not pricey. So you could upgrade and then make something even better. But yeah, canva.com, check that out and it will really help. I think it will take emails to the next level. Of course, some of the integrations that Tripleseat has with email providers, they do offer a little bit of that upgraded look. So you can create them right in those email softwares. But if you don't have access to that or you want to make something even better, then canva.com is where it's at.
I love it. We love Canva. It's so easy
I
to
know.
use.
We use it for everything. Like I use it for ads. I use it for,
Right.
I just used it for, I had to make a poster for a holiday event in my town.
I
I use
saw,
it for everything.
I saw those. I saw those in our Tripleseat account.
Did you?
I did.
I was like, oh crap, I'm making these in the Tripleseat account because I didn't need to like actually purchase anything. They were
Right.
free. So I
Yeah,
was
of
like, I don't
course.
really need to be making these in like the shared account, but also like whatever. Sometimes I forget. I think they came out really good.
They did. Hey, I should have told you this sooner, but I'd love to attend.
Yeah, you should come.
But yeah, great email tips. If you want to add us to your email list, we will certainly open, help your click rate.
Right.
Maybe we'll get you for another event.
I
We'll
open
see.
all of our customers' emails, all of them. Sometimes I just don't get to read them all because they're
right. I mean, we like them just to know what's going on and like who's doing good things. So as you just did, we can shout them out and things like this. Repost them on social
we write
media.
blogs about them. Yeah,
exactly.
we post them on social media. So yeah, definitely remember to send them to all your friends at Tripleseat, especially on the marketing team, because we'll definitely make note of those for sure.
Yeah, just add marketing at Tripleseat to all of your email blasts and we'll get them every time.
That's right. And we may even book an event at your venue. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Okay. So the next thing I have is social media. So the next approach to your final holiday season event push is to take social media by storm, making sure that you're posting on all your different accounts across all the various social media platforms. So a couple of things that you should definitely be utilizing on social media. So Instagram, the number one player I feel like is Instagram when we go talking about everything in the hospitality industry. So start with Instagram first and foremost. Facebook, close second, Twitter, maybe third. But Instagram, obviously number one. So the latest feature that I want to mention right now, which is important, and I've been seeing all over my personal page and on the business page, is the Instagram story sticker link. So up until very recently, like within the past month or so, Instagram only used to allow accounts with over 10,000 followers to use the special sticker or swipe up link, which would allow those special accounts that had all those followers to post a URL into their story. And then users who follow them could swipe up and get to the URL. It's great for bringing people directly to a website instead of having them go other places like clicking a link in a bio, stuff like that. But now Instagram changed this feature and it's making it more accessible to everyone. And you can actually, you make a story and you go into the clipboard on the story where you normally would add like the different story effects, and you can click this big blue button that says link, and that'll let you put any URL you want to into your Instagram story. So
as a time, huh?
I mean, I know. I mean, not now. It's not just the influencers that can use the swipe up link. Anyone can do it, and it's awesome. So it is about time. Thank you, Instagram.
Yeah, finally.
But as a restaurant, how are you going to use this feature to drive business and promote these events? So basically, I think the easiest way to do this is just to think about what is a link that is important to your business right now. So anything that you have in the form of a link can work in the situation. So event package links, website links, and obviously your Tripleseat lead form links. Those are all perfect examples. You can post your stories daily along with other incentives that Kate had mentioned in the email, and then link to these different spots, your lead form, your menus, your packages. And you could even create a specific Instagram story highlight that has all of these past stories, and people can go back and reference the clickable links there. But there's like no limit to how many stories you can be posting. Well, maybe there is a limit, but it's very, very high. So you're not going to reach it. So if you're posting these every day, every other day, along with posting in your grid about these promotions, then that's going to be great. Only increases your chances of being seen. And, hopefully someone's taking action on these. And as a business account, which you probably are, is your business for your restaurant, your venue, you'll be able to see if people are clicking on these links as well. So there's a little bit of statistics behind it. So you can, get the reward of understanding that these are visually appealing and people are clicking on them. So yeah, that's something you should definitely be utilizing. Those sticker links.
Tripleseat Direct, you should link your Tripleseat Direct booking form. You could have like a little story that just says like, book your holiday event now. And then they swipe up and then there it is. They just book it, or they're catering or whatever it is. Again, pay online, do everything without even talking to you, saves you so much time. And, you don't need a huge staff to do it. Like, yeah, game changer.
I mean, just imagine someone's just like sitting there scrolling through Instagram. They see your restaurant posted something. They're like, oh, I'm going to go to their page. They click on your page. They're scrolling. You have these awesome stories with beautiful photos. And then you end it with a link that says click to book now. And then they just click it and, they have an event. And all you had to do is post those photos with that link. And it just was there. So
genius.
Genius. But along with those Instagram stories, which you can be posting as often as you like, make sure you're posting on the grid with photos and videos, specifically reels, which are really trending right now as well. What can you be posting for this? So with permission of guests, you could be posting about the events that you have been doing so far. So maybe you have an event this coming weekend of December, the first weekend of December, and you could find some photos from that event to inspire someone for the end of December or for January. Take advantage of any opportunity that you can to take photos of the events that you're happening as soon as they're happening, and be posting them in real time, be posting them the next day. And you're getting people excited by posting them early on in the holiday season so that you can get those later on dates filled up, hopefully with inspiration from the posts that you've already been posting from prior events. So, post the food, drinks, holiday dessert, the event space, your employees, behind the scenes setup, and the event as it's taking place. And I mean, obviously the holiday season is so fun and everything is so picture worthy, all the decorations, it's cozy. Just play into all of that with everything you're posting. I've already been seeing so many restaurants doing that as I was literally swiping earlier this afternoon, just to get some inspiration for this episode. I see Christmas trees, I see cocktails that are warm, I see everything. So this is what this time of the year is all about, which is great.
Mm-hmm. My favorite time of year.
I know. It's like everything. It's all just a whole mood. It's an aesthetic. It's a vibe, that's the time.
It's all of those things.
Right. I sound so basic.
You do, but it's fine.
Oh God.
I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah. Thank you. But I mean, when you're posting all these things on social media too, when you're writing captions, you can also just be playing into the messages of, getting back out there after not being able to celebrate Christmas things or Hanukkah things or anything last year in the scale that you can now. Getting how 2022 is the year to celebrate, going big on parties, just use all of that into your messaging to really ramp up the desire to have a party, because who doesn't want to have a Christmas party or a holiday party?
I love Halloween parties too.
Halloween parties were also great, but maybe 2 months ago.
Not now.
And then one other thing with social media. So TikToks and Reels. So Reels, like I said before, it's TikTok, or it's Instagram's a version of TikTok. And I've seen a lot of customers using this so far, which is awesome. So a thing to keep in mind when you're looking at this part of social media is a big and easy way to start on this. If you wanted to, just get your feet wet, is to play into the trends that are trending across TikTok, which tend to also be trending across Reels because it's the similar trend. So this could be like sound trends that are popular right now. And you can do this by searching in the sound section of TikTok or of Reels, and you can just see what's trending and what people are using for their sounds. And then there's normally some sort of it's not always a dance. It's just some sort of thing, like some sort of like action that people are doing, some sort of trend, some sort of joke. And you can make it like, you may see it be done by just a regular person that has nothing to do with the hospitality industry, but then there's also ways to make it relevant to the hospitality industry. So an example of this was Whiskey Cake in Las Colinas. They're killing it on social media, and I wanted to shout them out because one of their reels specifically I thought was awesome. They were playing into this popular trend that was like, it's this certain song, and then you must have seen this. It's like this song, and then it like has people like, you like put your fists together and ask the question. It's like, I don't know. That's exactly what it doesn't sound like.
Everyone knows what you're talking about. Yeah. I hope.
So picture that one. And then on the screen, it always has like, it has a question. And then there's the person who's making the video will do like the fists together and like answer the question. It's, sometimes they're silly, sometimes they're important, but Whiskey Cake was doing this for their events. And so they're like, the girl was putting her fists together and she was like, oh, how many people can you host in your event? And then they were like 65 to like 135, like, just putting basic information.
All the important questions. Yeah,
exactly. It's cool. Like an FAQs in the form of a reel. And then they were posting this, and then they were like, at the end, it was like link in the description for like all of the details. And then that's where they had a little bit more information and how to book and everything like that. So I thought that was great. And I'm going to shout them out in my next blog post. So, way to go, Whiskey Cake, and get some inspiration like that, because social media is the way to go. So
I agree. I like that trend. Although some of them annoy me. The people who are like off.
We're what?
By like the people who do that trend that you're just talking about, but like it's not lined up correctly, drives me nuts. I scroll right past.
Sometimes, okay, how about you try it?
Oh no, I couldn't do it, but I wouldn't attempt it. So.
I know. I've heard some things about sometimes the music
Mm.
isn't fully lined up. And so maybe that influences it, or maybe
Yeah,
people are
I
just
bet
like,
that's true. I mean, it's not going to be, it's not going to be perfect unless
right,
you're like a social media, like, influencer. So
right.
that's just I'm being mean. I shouldn't be mean like that.
Come on. It's the
Especially
holiday
since
season.
go out and try. We're telling people to try it. Go try it. I want Tripleseat to have a TikTok account so we could try all these trends.
Okay.
Tripleseat.
It's going to happen.
I mean, you'd be so good at it. And then I could
Yeah.
just jump in and do something really stupid that doesn't line up. And then people will make fun of me. So
That would be the one that
Yeah.
goes viral.
Yeah, that would be.
It's always the one that you're not planning hard on.
You're right. You're right. Whatever. As long as it goes viral, who cares, right? Just kidding. That's totally not true. But anyways, so something else that we want to talk about, and it's important all year round, but especially important during the holiday season, is repeat business. Repeat clients are a great way to get business with customers who already have enjoyed events with you. And maybe you haven't spoken with these clients lately, or maybe you have a close relationship with them, but definitely try reaching out either way, because it's just these people already love you. So like, why not continue to make money off of them? Which sounds awful, but it's true. And I think it's worth reaching out to them with last minute specials, especially for holiday events, make them feel, important. And because they are important, of course, your customers are always important, and especially repeat customers. And showing them this extra love will maybe, have them book with you more and book that last minute private event. And of course, I can't not mention that Tripleseat can work as your CRM tool as well as your event management tool. So you can pull contact reports by date range, by event type, or literally 100 other filters, and pull out the contacts that booked holiday events with you, maybe let's say in the past 3 years, add them to an email list and send them a special promotion to book last minute with you. So of course, this works, like I said, with all types of events, not just holiday events. You can use this all year round, but I think the holiday season is especially important. And, sometimes people might be like, I'm going to stray from what we normally do and go somewhere else, but then they don't find the somewhere else. And if you reach out to them last minute with a special promotion just for them, I'm using quotes right now if you're not watching the video, then they'll feel even more special and end up booking with you again. So, and if you've made big changes since the last time they had an event with you, or, COVID safety protocols, anything, like highlight those things in the email, and just or lead them to a place that highlights those things. So you don't have to overload the email with information. You can just put a link in that says like, check out these new menus, or check out our safety protocols, or whatever it may be. And of course, link your Tripleseat lead form or your Tripleseat direct booking form to the emails is super important. But yeah, Tripleseat has a bunch of tools. We've talked over and over again about the lead form and where to put it, and Tripleseat Direct, and how people can just book these, events with you, catering or in-house private events right from your website. And you still have, again, I know I've talked about it a million times, but you still have total control over whether or not that event actually happens with Tripleseat Direct. You can still you can approve or deny the event. So when it comes through there, the charge won't go through for the deposit. Nothing will go through until you approve that event. And if you deny it, then you can give a reason. And then maybe you can talk back and forth with them about, a solution to why you didn't approve the event. But if you're short-staffed, which a lot of our customers are right now, it's a great way to have an extra event manager that's actually just a Tripleseat tool. It's not actually someone you have to pay. So, and there's never commissions, no fees. It's, it's an add-on feature, but after you pay that add-on price, and that's it. You don't pay any fees or commissions. So just something to think about. Also, we just recently released a new feature to the Tripleseat direct booking form. It's and it's specifically for specialty booking forms. So for holiday forms. So but the way Tripleseat Direct works is that before this feature release, you would have set like times that people could go online and book their event or pick up their catering or whatever it may be. Those set times and days were by location. So now you can go in and create a specialty form, and you can have specific catering pickup times, catering delivery times, or in-house private event times for that specific promotion that you're running. So let's just say the best example, and I know we've already passed Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving is a great example. If you were doing Thanksgiving catering, but you only wanted the people to be able to pick up their catering on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving between the hours of like noon and 8 o'clock at night. So before, whatever lead form you or booking form you were using for that location, it would just use the location set times. But now with these specialty forms, you can set specific times for that specific promotion. So it's just another way that we're making it easier for you to offer these promotions using Tripleseat Direct. And obviously for more information on that, just go to our blog because I just wrote a post on it.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, it makes a big difference, I think, for Tripleseat Direct customers for sure. And if anyone out there is not a Tripleseat Direct customer already, but you're using Tripleseat and you want that, to add that small upgrade, then just go to tripleseat.com/TS Direct. And there's a form there you can fill out to have someone contact you. Or you can just contact your account manager. Either way. Or support anyone. Yeah. Contact me. I'll sell it to you.
We'll put the link in the description too.
Yeah. Thank you.
There's no excuse to not find it.
There's no excuse.
Okay.
Oh,
that was great.
Yeah, we'll plug.
And then one final little piece to wrap up this list of just amazing ideas and tips for last minute holiday pushes is just some other holiday incentives and offerings. So if you're, going through the month and you feel like some of the dates may not get booked up for a fully big private event, you could try to entice customers in other ways, with group dining and without group dining. So I remember seeing during when restaurants were just starting to promote events again after being closed for a while and, people were still a little bit nervous. I remember we talked about this once. A restaurant was just offering group dining specials on certain off days. So like a special, like on Monday nights, they were offering this like 10-person dinner and it had a special menu and just a special something. So maybe trying this for some days that you're quiet. If you're noticing a certain day of the week, make it something extra offering that they could get with this certain like Monday dinner for 10 or for 8, whatever. With the holiday season, I feel like so many restaurants have those igloos, they have outdoor huts. You could do a specialized menu, some sort of like warm cocktail, s'mores situation, s'mores, charcuterie boards. I don't know, anything cute like that. I'd love that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one. Offsite catering obviously is going to be another big one. Like we had mentioned before, holiday gift baskets. Maybe you're selling something like that at your restaurant that you could be offering, or like doing some sort of social media contest. And then the prize includes some sort of gift basket that's relevant to your restaurant and including some sort of gift card. Gift card promotions. Like we said earlier, I saw on Instagram today how Mistral, did I say that right? Mistral.
I wish to say Mistral, but it could just be my Boston accent.
Mistral.
Where's Lisa Flores when we need her? Tell us how do we pronounce that?
Part of the Columbus Hospitality Group on Instagram, they were promoting how if you get between now and January 15th, if you purchase every $500 purchase, you get a gift card of $100 as a bonus with that. So it's kind of similar to that little nail salon gift that you said earlier. You buy a certain amount and then you get something back. So that's awesome. If you do some sort of loyalty program at your restaurant, maybe you're giving extra points for certain things around the holiday season, social media contests, like I just said, that could be, I don't know, a really fun way to just do. I see them all the time. If you follow this account and you follow this account and then you tag someone in the comments, then they'll pick winner and then they'll post it on Instagram. So you could do something like that, raffle off something that has to do with your restaurant. And then if you're involved in anything, charitable in your community, that's always awesome to post about and see if you can get your customers who come into your restaurant involved, anyone in the community. Just another amazing thing around the holiday season that maybe these things aren't all for like big events, but there's still extra little perks. You can get a little money here and there from them, or just feel good things around the holiday season to show your community, your love for the industry, everything like that. Employee appreciation things too are great around this time.
Oh, definitely employee appreciation things, and post about those on social media so that people know that you're being very good to your employees, which is always important, but even more so during the holiday season.
Of course. And after the crazy years that we've had, years is in plural, because that's what we're heading up on. Years.
Seriously. Working in hospitality, like when I worked in restaurants, it was my most favorite time of year was the holidays. And not just because I had a lot of regulars that would tip me way more than they normally did around the holidays, which is awesome. But also because it was just like a warm and fun time. Everyone's in a good mood. It's like usually busier because people want to go out and socialize. And I know things are different now, but I'm sure there's still some of that feeling out there. I miss that aspect of the holiday season and working in hospitality. It was always so like just fun and nice, and people were happy, and then of course, the day after Christmas, everyone's in a bad mood again, but that's fine.
Leave the
Like,
Scrooge
what happened to all my
attitude at
happy
home.
regulars?
Yeah, seriously.
Dry January. Boo.
Yeah, I know. New Year's resolutions.
No, I know. I'm going to Mexico in January, so I can't do dry January. Maybe I'll do dry February this year. I've never done a dry month.
Yeah, there's always something that comes
We
up
talked
in
about
every
this.
month. Yes.
Yeah, we were
every
talking about
month.
this. I was like, I can't do February because of Valentine's Day. Not even like I celebrate it, but and then I was like, I can't do March because I turned 40 in March. That's a big deal. I need to
And
drink on
St.
my 40th
Patrick's
birthday.
Day.
Right? And St. Patrick's Day. I'm half Irish. And then I was like, oh, April. I'm like, no, it's like too many birthdays in April. I know too many people who are born in April. And yeah, it's just, I mean, there's an excuse.
There's always an excuse.
You know, my dry time was the 20 months, you know, combined that I was pregnant. So
not all in a row.
No, 10 and then a break and then 10 more.
You served your time.
I did. I'll do dry week. Maybe. We'll see what
It's
happens.
much more attainable.
Much more attainable at this point in my life. But yeah, those are some great ideas. Rachel put all of this together. So nice job, Rachel.
Oh, thanks, Kate.
It was really good. I mean, you always write the episode, so shout out to Rachel.
Oh, shout out to me. I mean, if you're interested in joining us on one of these episodes, though, definitely reach out to us. Send us an email to our email address in our description, and we'd love to have you chit chat. I mean, I think we want to talk about what's to come in 2022.
Yes.
Predicting trends. I mean, who the heck knows what's to come in 2022? Does anyone know? I don't know.
No, I mean, we thought we knew what 2021 was going to look like, and we didn't. I mean, I think at this point we just need to be optimistic with like just a little bit of, you know, I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I don't even know
what word you're looking for.
I'm looking for like skepticism, but like I don't want to say like those are just like two opposites. It just sounds stupid.
Caution?
You know what I mean?
Caution?
Yeah, with like caution. Yeah, I think caution's a good way to
cautious optimism.
Put it. Yeah, cautious optimism. Good job. See, that's why you write. That's why you write these.
I'm the producer here, guys.
You are the producer. You are.
But it wouldn't be the two chicks without the two chicks. So
I'm the second chick. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going anywhere, people. All right. But if you want to be the third to fill that third seat, which was the entire point of when we started this podcast,
I'd say we're 50-50 on guests. So I think we do a good job.
We are 50-50 on guests. We totally are. And it was hard during the pandemic. It wasn't easy. That one, you know, we started this podcast literally right before the pandemic started. So it was tough. We were like, yeah. And we had like all these people lined up and then it was like nothing. So I think we've done a good job of keeping it going though. We're a solid twosome. That's for sure.
The best twosome there ever was.
Well, thank you everyone for listening to us babble on. And we hope you got some good tips and that your holiday season brings you lots and lots and lots of joy and even more money. So we will see you all next week. Thanks.